With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. In motion comes the tight end left. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Right back to Mitchell on second down. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
On third down, Jackson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. Facing fourth down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 22. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Geno now to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Out right to Smith-Njigba. A nice look. There he goes, right side. Inside the 25. 25 yards that time. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Off the edge and right to the ball that time was Kyle Van Noy.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing is Smith. It's caught. Block it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Being chased out left. And Smith able to move the chains before sliding down. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Smith-Njigba hauling it in on the out route. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Zach Charbonnet, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. Here's Jackson to throw on second down. And this complete to Mitchell. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
A gain of 14 yards brings up third down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. The slot man in motion right. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Returnable for Lockett. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Now a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Now you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Third and 2, Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, Smith. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, it's Walker. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kyle Hamilton running up from his safety spot and earning the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now Smith. To the sideline and incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing now is Geno. Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They snap it to Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches. Walker now on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This is 2nd and 8. Now Geno. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now Jackson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Jackson going to shift him around. Jackson now on first down. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now 2nd and 3. Now it's Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they have a first down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Smith. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Third down and 1.
Smith.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage.
Stopped by Jacorian Bennett.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do, and right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Odafe Oweh.
What persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Now 3rd down and very long.
Here's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. An 80-yard. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 24. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
And here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
We're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Jackson will throw again. Complete. This is Mitchell. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And they'll send the tight end in motion. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. Motion man is Schwartz. Jackson here. He's going to look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Interesting call there. They went for 2 even after the penalty from the 7-yard line. It didn't pay off.
I think the first thought is to go ahead and kick the extra point, but you're not kicking it from the 7-yard line.
Yeah,
right?
because you get pushed 5 back on the PAT as well.
Right, so they have to take it from the 15 to administer the penalty. So now you're kicking it around 40 yards. So I understand why they probably went for 2 there. They thought they had a better play and a better chance in that situation.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Hey, three on left. 13 next. No ball.
To throw is Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Hey, here we go. Sunday. Right.
Throwing is Smith. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now maybe a free play here for Smith. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a... Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing is Jackson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6.
That one into the hands of Flowers.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Now Lamar changing the look.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, middle. Yeah.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 60 yards.
And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
Go ahead. Report.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Slow ball.
Smith now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
That is caught. He's got a first and maybe more. Down to the 10.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Jackson on first down. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson now. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. Ball sits on the 10. Now Jackson on 2nd down. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now they'll audible to something else.
Hey, middle. Yeah.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And this is caught.
So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
They'll try and throw for it. And he will get in for the 2 points to get this back to a 3-score game.
Seahawks 45, Ravens 22.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.